is going up. Let's do a little tweet about this. Sorry, I'm just tweeting to say that I'm live on YouNow before the final thing goes up. Hello, everyone. Wow, Rebecca Beckery invited 763 fans to this broadcast. That's intense. Thank you very much. What's that? Is that... Should we say, if we get... Oh, I don't know what's like a ridiculous amount of people. Okay, if we can get 1,000 likes on this thing, then I will post the final Watch Me Wednesday. It's not the final Watch Me Wednesday, it's just the final UK Watch Me Wednesday. A 1,000 likes. If we can get 1,000 likes on this live stream, then the final UK Watch Me Wednesday will go live. And there's some Christmasaurus bits at the beginning as well. Because this Watch Me Wednesday, hang on, how many minutes is it? Let me check. This Watch Me Wednesday, I just spat everywhere. I'm so sorry if you saw that. This Watch Me Wednesday is 24 minutes and 21 seconds long. I think it's the longest Watch Me Wednesday ever to go up. Because it spanned an entire week because I didn't have my my little thing to get the footage off of it. Okay, we're going to reach like 1,000 likes now. We've just reached 1,000 likes, so I'm going to push it up to... I'm going to push it up to 5,000, because that'll give me at least a little more time talking to you guys. I didn't realise we'd reach 1,000 likes so quickly. So that's nice. Thanks, guys. But let's say 5,000. I mean, that's going to take no time at all as well, because we've just reached 2,000. So, you know, you guys are fast. You guys are stupidly fast. Thank you very much, Tasha Gleason, for 50 bars. That's very nice of you. I had some injections today for going to Singapore and Bali, and my arms really hurt. I had, what did I have in this arm? I had Hep A and typhoid in this arm, and then tetanus, diphtheria, and polio in this arm. So my arms are like heavy. Heavy as hell. I'm lucky that I'm good with needles and injections and stuff. I'm fine with it. So, am I missing buttons again? No, I'm good. I didn't win a trophy at the Adams Award night, no, but I was nominated for Best Duo along with Mortimer the Bunny Rabbit. I've been playing my uke today for the first time in ages. I got given this for my birthday by Chris Alexander, who works on lighting in Adam's Family, and it's Disney Hits for the Ukulele. So I've been playing some songs from this. I really love it. It's funny though, because Disney songs always start off easy and then all of a sudden the chords get really complicated, and I'm not that good at ukulele. I'm alright at ukulele, I'm not that good at ukulele. So all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I can't play this. So that would be fun if I could play that, but I don't think I can. There's no way I'd be able to play that. Not a chance of how am I going to be able to play that. The one that I've been playing is where is it? Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare ya, no evil thing will. She's like to see her is to take a sudden chill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. The curl of her lips, the ice in her stare. All innocent children had better beware. She's like a spider waiting for the kill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. Now this is the chord I can't play. At first you think Cruella is the devil, but after time has worn away the shock, you come to realize you've seen those kind of eyes watching you from underneath a rock. This vampire bat, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. I love that song so much. That's such a good song. This vampire bat, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. Let's see what else is in here. Maybe I'll be able to play this one. I want to be able to prop this up here, but I don't think I can. I need a music stand. It's a good job I've got my glasses for this, because if it's too far away I can't see it. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. And when she was sad, I was there to dry her tears. And when she was happy, so was I. Turn the page. When she loved me. I love that song. So the years went by, I stayed the same, but she began to drift away. Oh God, I can't play this. I was left alone. Still I waited for the day when she'd say, I will always love you. Lonely and forgotten, never thought she'd look my way. She smiled at me and held me just like she used to do. Like she loved me when she loved me. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. When she loved me. What I need to do is learn how to play songs before I decide to play them to people. Okay, right, we've got to 5,000 likes, so as promised, let me put this up. Unlisted turns to public, and off we go. I'm going to post it in the comments now. There we go, guys. I've just posted it in the comments. I'll post it a few times. So the final Watch Me Wednesday has just gone live. Let me make sure. I'm really scared now that because there were 2 versions of it. So now I'm really scared that I've put the wrong one live.
Oh, don't sound. Oh, don't sound.
Good. Okay, good. It's all good. I put the right one live. Woo! Hang on. Right, so Ellen's World of YouTube. Am I right in saying that your full name is Ellen Love Templeton? Because if I'm right, you became a song to us in the Addams Family. Although we did slightly change your name, because when I told Oliver that your name was Ellen Love Templeton, he thought I said Eleanor Love Templeton. And so then he started singing, "My name is Eleanor Love Templeton. Her name was Eleanor Love Templeton. There were so many things I haven't done." Like started singing Hamilton to Eleanor Love Templeton. So even though your name isn't Eleanor, your name did become a song to us. And that became a thing throughout like the tour. Eleanor Love Templeton. Her name was Eleanor Love Templeton. So if that's you, Ellen, then thank you so much for hours of entertainment at the Addams Family. So I've just remembered I need to go out and get some pesto for my dinner tonight. Forgot about that. That's annoying. How do you take one book idea and turn it into an entire novel? Sometimes it does feel like that your story won't spread over a whole book. But trust me, the more you write, the more ideas you get to put in. Oh, Ellen, it sounded like I just went into like rewind. Ellen, am I right in saying that was you? Are you Eleanor Love Templeton? I really want another cup of tea, and I think my Wi-Fi will stretch to the kitchen, so I'm going to bring you to the kitchen whilst I make another cup of tea. Oh, and you can have a really terrible tour of my... Look at my bookshelf. How pretty does that look? Oh, God, that way. How pretty does that look? My big old bookshelves. I mean, you are coming through my flat. I never really did maybe I'll do that this week. I never did this is my really messy kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my tea shelf. My insane tea shelf. Welcome to my... just give me one moment to make myself some tea. Is the kettle boiled? I'll boil it again. So this is when tea becomes a science. When it's loose leaf tea, suddenly it becomes a science. It's like pasta, you don't know how much to put in. No, my nails are just black. They're not stained black. Strangely for Wednesday Addams, I didn't have to have them black. But when I paint my own nails as myself, I always paint them black. I know this is really, really sad and really nerdy and slightly grown up, but this is my new kettle and I really love it. It tells you, like, it's got a gauge on the front, so you know when it's going to boil. There's no, like, guessing anymore. You know when it's going to boil. I find that incredibly exciting. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for getting me this for my birthday. It's a great, great present. Lovely. Courtney Taylor is currently my #1 fan. Have you been a #1 fan before? My purple kettle didn't die, it was metallic, so every time the kettle boiled, I used to burn my fingers on it all the time. Thank you very much, Sanakin. Philip, thank you very much, Philip. That's very sweet of you. And Philip, now you are #1 fan. Thank you very much. How does Oliver Ormston spell his name? Ollie, Ollie, or Ollie? It's the second one, O-L-I. Oh, Ellen, I'm so pleased that that's you. I'm so pleased you're watching, and I'm so pleased that I've told you that, because it gave us lots of entertainment. Audition songs for teen girls. There's 2 songs from a musical called 13. One is called Lamest Place in the World, which, even though I'm not a teen girl, I still sing that for when I need a song in an American accent. And the other one from 13 is, what's it called? What It Means to Be a Friend. That's what it means to be a friend. Oh, that song's ridiculous. A friend's not a cheap little phony creep or a jerk trying to make a deal. A friend is the person who most of all cares about what you feel. And nothing is harder than learning a friend isn't real. Oh, that song's so sweet. Right, I think this is brewed. A little extra. Oh God, I'm spilling it everywhere. No. Right, what's the time? I'm not going to spend as long as I spent yesterday on here, because I do actually have a few things to do this evening. This evening I need to film a video to go up tomorrow for a little announcement, and that announcement is about the Hopeful Shop. And it's one announcement of 2 to do with the Hopeful Shop, which is very, very exciting. And what else do I need to do tonight? I need to write, as always. But I find that I'm always better at writing later at night. And I also need to go out and get some new hair stuff, hair mousse, because I've run out and I need it for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm doing something very exciting. And need to do my hair for it. And what else do I need to do? I need to cook dinner. I need to get some pesto for my dinner. Wow, thank you very much, Dana L. Dana Lewis. Thank you so much. And Be True Baker, thank you. Courtney, yes, I did get the mini Sim Sim. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep growing my hair out until it's longer again, and keep it like that for a while, and then I'll probably get fed up with it again and cut it off again and donate it again. The songbook I was singing from is Disney Hits for Ukulele. How do I manage to grow it so long? It does it itself. I don't put any thought into that. It just grows. Have I seen Heathers? I haven't seen it, but I know about it and I love the songs from it. Ooh, steamy glasses. Steamy glasses. Someone just asked me what voice type am I. My ND described me the other day as a mezzo belt. So that. What am I watching on Netflix? I finished Stranger Things last week, and I've just started catching up on Once Upon a Time. But I haven't really started anything else just because I've got so much else to do in this week. Is it late there? No, it's not late at all. It feels like it is because it's really dark and I've got candles going and I'm in my pyjamas. But it's only 5:30. Have you guys watched Watch Me Wednesday yet? I'm gonna like refresh the page and see how you guys are feeling about it. It's had 2,000 views, which is pretty amazing, considering it's 24 minutes long. And I do need to delete the other one, because I did already upload it, but there was a little bit that I just needed to cut out of it. So let's delete that one. Actions. Delete. Let's have a look at the comments on this video. Oh my god, it makes me emotional. Can't believe it's ended. I just can't believe it's the end of the tour now. So sad. Come on, comments. What are you doing? Where are the comments? There we go. I think in total there are 25 Watch Me Wednesdays for the UK, which is pretty good going. Ah, people are so nice. Oh, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. Am I planning on... I can't speak today. Am I planning on visiting Bath again? I recommend coming when Christmas markets are here. I loved Bath. In fact, I was looking at something that I was given from Bath today. Let me grab it. Hang on. Oh, God. I'm doing a little shuffle out the room. One sec. I was given... right, so I have an issue. When I get given presents on tour, I get given so many and I only get a week to sort them out, whilst also doing shows and doing all the other bits and pieces that I get up to during a week. So what tends to happen... Oh no, I just spilled my tea. Oh, God. For goodness sake, right, hang on. Now I need to go get a thing. Oh, this is a disaster! Hang on. Right. Okay, we're back. So yeah, so my problem is I try and get all of the presents into one space. I end up putting, if someone gives me like a present that's just the present and a card, and it's not in a bag or anything, I'll put that present and a card in the bag. But then if that bag that someone else has given me had a present and a card in it, I can't remember who gave me what. So if you ever, this is really difficult because I always say don't give me presents, just because I can't, when I'm on tour, I can't really take everything with me. But people give me presents anyway. So if you are insistent on giving me something, even though I say don't give me presents, make sure you put in the card what it was that you gave me. Because I end up muddling things up to make space and room for things. But this all led from me saying that I was given this, and I don't know who by, because again, lost the card that it came with. But this was from Bath, and it's a little piece of glass made in Bath with Jane Austen's thing, Jane Austen's profile. Not profile, well, it is her profile, but her cameo on it, and I absolutely love it. Isn't it pretty? And it's blue, and it's just nice. A silhouette, there we go. I love it. And it's got the date on it as well. It says Bath 2017 on it, which is a nice little like commemorative thing to have of my time in Bath. I like it. Do you find One Normal Night hard or high to sing? The final note was always a challenge. I wouldn't say a challenge. It's just that thing where it's like everything builds up to that one note. It's not like it's you flick up to that note and sing it in a line. It's like everything builds up to that one big note, and I've got the whole cast behind me, and it's just me singing, and the pressure sometimes was a little bit like terrifying if I was like under the weather, because I had a week in Sheffield where I was so ill, and and when you panic, your throat like closes up anyway. So I was like, ah. So yeah, the pressure of that terrified me a little bit. Erin, yes, you did end up sitting with my parents because they said that they met you and they said that you were lovely. How long are you in Singapore for, and how many more shows until the album is finished? I think it's only 23 more shows in Singapore, and we're there for 3.5 weeks, I think. Yeah, 3.5 weeks, or maybe just 3 weeks. I'm going to be a mess when it ends. But 14 of us are going to Bali for a holiday afterwards. So at least it's not goodbye entirely. We'll be seeing more sit-downy videos this week. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to try. What would you guys want to see videos about? That's the thing, because like, I always want to do more sit-downy videos, but I did so many of those at the beginning of my channel, like years worth of those videos at the beginning of my channel, that it's not that I feel like I've run out of things to say. I think I've just covered everything I want to cover. So, I want to make a video about rejection in theatre. And what else do I want to make? There was something else I wanted to make a video on. Thank you, Hannah T. Very sweet of you. What's made me smile today? My parents came over today to help me sort out a lot of stuff that I have in my flat. I have a very small flat. Let me show you. It's a mess, just to pre-warn you, because I've been sorting stuff out today. So it's a bit of a mess. I'll show you as best I can. So this is my living room. Really, really messy, messy living room. I've got my supercalifragilisticexpialidocious thing up there. My little desk with my shelf above it, some fairy lights. So this is my living room. Living room. And then we come through here, and I've got a nice mirror there, nice full-length mirror, which is new. This is my little hallway. Little hallway. As you can see, there's my bathroom in there. It's a very, very small bathroom. It's literally just toilet, bath. That's it. Okay, and then is my kitchen, which you've just seen. Ta-da! Kitchen. Sweet little kitchen. And a messy, messy bedroom. Messy, messy bedroom. And then my bedroom. Messy bedroom. There's SpongeBob and Patrick on my chalkboard wall. Messy, messy bedroom. And that's it. That's my flat. I have a very, very small, tiny, teeny, weeny little flat. Which means I don't have room for a lot of stuff. Which means when I get given an abundance of stuff, I'm not able to keep it all. Which is hard and sad. Did I buy the chalkboard wall, or was it always there? My good friend Tim Boardman, who I've known since I was 14, bought me chalkboard paint, and it's literally just paint that you paint onto that wall, and then you can use it for chalk. It's amazing. It's the best. And I'm going to use it for my book this week when I get a chance. Someone called Linda just messaged me saying, have you used the Love You to Death engraved spoon I got you yet? I have been using it all the time since I got back. I took the Love You to Death spoon, and Oliver took the Death Before Decaf, because he's more of a coffee drinker than I am, and he's a bit funny about decaf coffee. So he took the Death Before Decaf, and I took the Love You to Death spoon. They're amazing. I really, really love them. That's like my kind of thing. I love that thing. Have your neighbours ever commented on you singing? No, my neighbours have never commented on me singing. Sorry, I'm trying. Some people have been like having a conversation, and I'm trying to figure out. Oh, am I and Pete still together? No, we're not together. We, to be fair, I never actually mentioned it on my channel, just because I did it. It felt weird to make a video announcing a breakup, and when you make a big announcement like that, you're sort of inviting everyone to have an opinion, which isn't really what either of us wanted. And it was quite an amicable breakup. We both sort of knew that it was coming to the end, and because oh no, you didn't make me, Vanessa, honestly, don't worry about it. You didn't make me upset at all, like not even in the slightest. You're all good. You're golden. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't feel bad that I'm like, if I didn't want to talk about it, I wouldn't be talking about it. So honestly, don't worry about it. Because I'm fine. I'm happy to talk about it in like a live stream, because I don't mind, because this feels less sort of permanent than making a video that doesn't change, where you can't explain yourself and you can't answer questions. When you put up a video, it's sort of like putting up a big sign for everyone to see that says like, we broke up. And then everyone commenting is like everyone coming up to it and writing underneath, like, why? What happened? Like, trying to figure out whose side they're going to take, sort of thing. And I know my audience in particular, I'm very, very lucky to have you guys as my audience, because I seem to have, like, attracted some, like, really respectful, kind, forward-thinking, just lovely people in my audience who understand that taking sides when people break up isn't an okay thing to do, or they understand that everything's more complex than what you see on videos. And even though, you know, Pete and I were like, hey, everything's great, we're, you know, hashtag relationship goals, like, online, behind closed doors, it wasn't as, like, sweet and rosy as that. Relationships never are. Like, even when relationships are going well, people in relationships argue a lot, and you guys will never see that because no one's ever going to put their arguments on YouTube. So, yeah. Someone asked if we broke up during Adams. We actually broke up about 2 weeks into rehearsals. I'm not going to go into the reason. I don't think I'll ever go into the reasons why. Because that really isn't anyone's business. Not to sound rude, but it's just not. It's just not anyone's business. And if I were to go into the reasons why, it wouldn't be for good reasons. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It's not necessary for anyone to know why. And it's nothing, like, sinister. Like, no one cheated on anyone. No one had, like, like, there was no sort of, like, no one wronged the other person. It was just, there were deep, complicated reasons as to why we broke up that just don't need to be discussed by anyone but me and Pete. But we're both happy, and we both, like, we still text each other every now and again and just say hi. And, you know, just make sure each other's all right. Because he's at drama school now. He's having an amazing time there. He's, like, meeting lots of new people, and he's learning the things that he always wanted to learn, and he's, you know, doing something that he's very passionate about. And I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I've always done. Vanessa, you don't have to apologise. Honestly, there is no bad feeling. You don't need to apologise even a little bit. Like, I am happy talking about this because I'm not affected by it. Like, some people go through breakups where, like, I've been through breakups in the past where I've spent weeks crying in my room because it was either the other person broke up with me, or we broke up and it was like a sad event. Even if it was, like, me doing the breaking up, it was because the other person had wronged me and I was still completely in love with them. Like, the whole thing with, like, Alex Day, like, that was horrendous because I've never been wronged that severely before. Like, that was, oh my God, that whole period of my life was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Like, imagine waking up one morning and finding out that your current boyfriend, who you knew cheated on you once, suddenly you find out that they didn't cheat on you once, they cheated on you 7 times with 7 different girls, and now a lot of those girls have come forward saying that they were sexually coerced into doing things that they didn't want to do. And not only that, but it makes BBC News. Imagine waking up to that being your life. Imagine waking up and that being your life. That was not fun, to say the least. So, you know, that whole thing was intense and not fun. And so, yeah, like, and those things really affected me because it was, like, that breakup was terrible because boy that I was going out with, even though I broke up with him, it was a horrible situation. And there's been times when I've had people break up with me and I didn't want that to happen because I wasn't ready for it to end and I couldn't understand why it was ending. And that's been times where I was like, I don't want to talk about it. Please don't bring it up because I don't want to talk about it. But this was a situation where we both kind of knew that it was coming to an end. Shush. We both kind of knew that it was coming to an end. We knew that that neither of us were just very happy anymore. And so we had a conversation about it and we both cried, and it was, you know, the conversation was hard and difficult. But I think we both came away from it feeling better because we knew that it just wasn't right anymore. And I think we broke up on like a Tuesday, and I still had a week's worth of rehearsals to go. And so I, you know, was like, I just had to delve straight back into work the next day and didn't really have much time to think about it. So I just got on with... And I had Scott staying here as well. And Scott Page is like one of the best friends I have because he will make me belly laugh every single day. But then when like bad things happen, when, you know, crap hits the fan, he will be there to give me like a massive bear hug and just listen to me like cry and talk for ages. He's amazing. So, Pete and I were together for 2.5 years. It was a long old time. Oh my god, the Scott Appreciation Society spells sass. That's amazing. Yeah, hashtag we love Scott. I hope he sees this. How old am I? I am 25. It feels weird saying 25 now that because I'm only just 25. Oh, you saw Scott in Made in Dagenham. That's so cool. Oh, I wish I'd seen that. It's like, because I didn't see Scott in Made... Obviously, I didn't know Scott when he was in Made in Dagenham. And I didn't know Oliver when he was in Book of Mormon. And now when I hear them both talk about it to me, I'm like, I wish I'd seen you guys in it. I wish I'd seen it. It's the same. I think one of the sweetest things that Oliver's ever said to me is that he saw a picture of me from Les Mis and he was like, I'm so proud of you for being in Les Mis and like playing Eponine, even though I didn't know you then. And I was like, aww. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to stay for like 15 more minutes. Let's just make it up to an hour like I did yesterday. Sorry, there's going to be a second Mamma Mia movie. I didn't know about that. My supercalifragilisticexpialidocious thing, it's not even a poster. It's made up of playing cards. So every letter is a playing card, and it was from my brother, and I think the company is called Playing Cards or something like that. I found the label today. Yeah. Oh, the shop I got my Addams Family tattoo done in. That's a good question. It's got 2 shops and one of them's on the high street. Oh, I'm going to check this for you now. Because I'll remember the name when I see it. Canterbury Tattoo and Piercings. I'll remember the name when I see it. The Belly Bar. I got it done at the Belly Bar. Yeah, that's it. I remember it had belly in the title, but yeah. I got it done at the Belly Bar. And that tattoo's, I love this tattoo actually. I think it's my favourite of all my tattoos. I'll give you a little. I love it. Oh, someone just said it's so cold outside, and I'm going to have to go outside in a minute. Yeah. Yes, this will go up on 2032. If I remember. I've got to just thrown away so many clothes, and now I've got to take loads for this thing I'm doing tomorrow. Ah. Okay, need to do that tonight as well. Have I ever broken a bone? I'm pretty sure I've broken a couple of fingers and toes, but I don't think I've ever. I know I've never broken an arm or a leg or a rib or I've never broken anything that needed to go in a cast. But I'm sure I've broken fingers and toes before. The other day I smacked my finger against one part of the set and it really hurt. Like it bruised down one side. I definitely broke my finger in Lama's Dubai rehearsals as well. I was in agony for like a week. My God, it hurt so much. For Wednesday's yellow dress in the show, isn't that one of your everyday dresses that you actually own? No, that's just Wednesday's. In all honesty, I hated wearing that dress. Well, the only reason I hated wearing that dress was because as Wednesday, I felt like a knob. Like, I felt like such an idiot in that dress when I had the black wig on. But if I wore that as myself, I'd probably quite like it. But as Wednesday, I used to walk around backstage like... It's like when you put a cat in a jumper. That's how I felt in that dress, like... What's the best, worst thing about being in the theatre industry? The best thing is the friends you make and feeling like you're part of a cast. And when you're in a show that you love, like, I know it sounds really wanky, but telling that story every night is so much fun. And having people tell you that the show was amazing. You're like, I know, it's so good. Thank you very much, Sarah Jane. The worst thing is... the hours. I think the hours are quite, what's the word? Demanding. Because they only tell you week to week where you're going to be and why you have to be there. And if press comes up, then it eats into like your own sort of time and you're contracted to do whatever press they tell you to do and you don't necessarily get paid extra for it. So... sometimes it's difficult where they're like, right, you need to be on a radio show or on a TV show at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you need to go straight from that to the theatre to do rehearsals for 6 hours, and then you need to do a performance. Like, sometimes you're like, what? Oh my God. So yeah, sometimes the hours are a little bit difficult. Especially when if you're in a show in the West End and you're doing what do you call it? A cast change. So you'll get up at like 8. No, in fact, you'll get up at like 7:30. This is from where I live, so it takes me about anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour and 15 minutes to get into London. So I always leave an hour and a half just to be safe. So I'd leave my house at 8:30 in the morning to be at rehearsals at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then you'd rehearse from 10 until 5. Then you'd have an hour break to be back in the theatre at 6 to do warm-up. And then you start the show at 7:30 and then you don't leave until 10:30, 11. And so those days are literally like 11-hour days and you do that for 5 weeks straight. And it's a killer. And I know there are jobs that are far harder and far more demanding than mine are, but it doesn't mean that that isn't difficult. And I think also people are always surprised to hear that because when you think, oh, musical theatre, you dress up and dance around for a living and you get your days off. And it's just not as clean cut as that. But yeah. Right, I'm going to be here for 10 more minutes and then I'm going to go. Where did I get my glasses? My glasses are from Silhouette, but I got them from the Barnet Opticians in Rayners Lane. But the actual like frames are from Silhouette. What are my plans for next year? I have plans for the... I'm not even going to say what I was about to say. I do have plans for part of next year, but again, not allowed to announce it yet. But after Christmasaurus, I have nothing. I have nothing. So I'm like, I had a few auditions. Well, I had 2 auditions that I know I haven't got. I've got one that I'm waiting to hear back from, but I know they haven't finished auditioning everyone else yet. So, who knows? Am I going to be at Sitsi? If I'm not working, I will be there. If I'm working, I will not be there. Which role was harder to sing, Eponine or Truly? Eponine. Truly was quite an easy sing, just because it's quite light and frilly. Whereas Eponine is like, every word that he says is a dagger in me. Like, it's all very belty. Who clicks their fingers through the letterbox at the beginning of the show? That would be Jacob Fisher, who is also the Matador. But he isn't always Thing. Do I go straight into Christmasaurus rehearsals after Bali, or will I get a break? And my break is Bali. I'm having like a little week's holiday in Bali, and then jumping straight into Christmasaurus rehearsals. Is Cameron Thing at some point? No, he's never Thing, not that I know of. Am I doing Vlogmas? Possibly. If the Wi-Fi is good in Singapore and Bali, then I will give it my best shot. And also, if my book is finished, I will give it my best shot. Would I want to play anyone in Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia was the audition I didn't get before I got Eponine. Might have been one of the worst auditions of my life. If I'm honest. It went terribly. Terribly. Favourite song from Wicked? I love As Long As You're Mine. Oh, I love that song so much. This stream is close to getting 10,000 likes. That would be really cool if it gets 10,000 likes before I leave. That would be nice. You guys are fast. Like, really fast. Favourite sweets? I love hard-boiled sweets. It's something I shouldn't eat. Thank you, Carly W. Something I definitely shouldn't eat, but I do love hard-boiled sweets. Best place to sit in a theatre? It depends on the theatre. I always love, like, middle of the stalls is always the place that I love to sit, but they're always the most expensive seats. Front row of the dress circle is always a good place as well. Or the first couple row, or maybe not the front row actually, because sometimes you have the railings in front of you, which is annoying. So maybe like a couple rows back from the front of a dress circle. That's always nice. Am I buzzing for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? I cannot tell you how excited I am to go and see it. Like, oh man. I cannot wait. I'm going to see Cursed Child on Wednesday for the first time. I've never seen it. Don't spoil anything. Keep the secrets. Hashtag keep the secrets. Please don't tell me anything about it. And I'm seeing it for the first time on Wednesday. And everyone's like, how did you get tickets? How did you get tickets? And I literally just went on their website and bought tickets for Wednesday. I did it yesterday. And oh my god, I'm so excited to see it. I'm going on my own. Because I couldn't be asked to wait for anyone to come with me. I couldn't be asked to sort of be like, oh, I won't go and see it this week because I'll wait for you to go and see it. I was like, no, I'm booking tickets. I'm booking myself tickets, so I'm seeing part 1 and then part 2, and I'm going to go for pizza in the middle, and I cannot wait. This is the face of someone very, very excited. Oh, someone said Oliver let you down. He didn't let me down. He's already seen it twice. Well, technically 4 times, because he's seen both parts twice. And he's back home with his family, so I was like, I'm not waiting for you. And Scott, I'm not waiting for you. You're both in where you come from, Manchester and Warrington. I'm not waiting for you to come and see it with me. I'm going on my own. So I'm ridiculously excited. Yay, 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Ah, that makes me feel better about doing live streams on my own. It means that you don't mind that I don't have a Scott and Oliver with me. Jodie and as in of Jodie and Joanne. Thank you so much for the care package. We loved that. It was so sweet of you. So sweet of you. Oh, I'm sorry you burnt your garlic bread. Ooh, garlic bread. That's interesting. Right, 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to go, because I am hungry, and I'm going to go cook myself some dinner. Do you like the Moomins? I do like the Moomins, and I always feel like when I put my hair up into my little, when I put my hair up like this, I always feel like I look like Little My. I've got the roundest face on the planet. Oh, I need to order some clothes as well for Singapore and Bali, because I literally just got rid of loads of clothes because they're all like 6 years old. Is Oliver Ormston married? No, he's not married. Am I right in thinking Ollie has a wife? Oh, no, that was a joke. No, he told a joke in one of my videos, which is... let me see if I remember it. It was something like, I had a dream about Lord of the Rings last night. My wife said I was Tolkien in my sleep. Tish, because Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings, and it also sounds like talking. Like, my wife said I was talking in my sleep. Tolkien in my sleep. My wife said I was Tolkien in my sleep. It's just part of the joke. He doesn't have a wife. Right, 1 minute. One more question. Favourite Harry Potter film? That is the question I'm going to answer. My favourite Harry Potter film is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I love that film, and I don't know why. That's my favourite one. And I think my favourite book is The Half-Blood Prince. That's definitely my favourite prince. My favourite prince, my favourite book. Oh, I'm tired. I love Slughorn as a character, especially in the books. I think Jim Broadbent played him amazingly, but in the book, I think he's amazing. But yeah, Chamber of Secrets. I think it's just because they're all so young still in Chamber of Secrets. But it's not the first film, which I feel is like too cliche to say is your favourite one. I think they're all still really young, and I love that story. Oh, I think it's great. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for joining me on this lovely live stream. I'm going to post the link to the Watch Me Wednesday a few times in the chat again, and I hope you enjoy the new Watch Me Wednesday. Go to my channel, which is youtube.com/Carrie, Carrie, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Thanks for joining me.